What is up, everybody, and happy birthday, happy anniversary to Monster Hunter. It is the 21st anniversary today, and we got some news. I hope everybody's having a very good day, and I hope everybody's having a good time with Wilds. I hope all the drops are being kind to you, and we are getting very close to the next free title update. Monster Hunter just released a bit of a thank you video, I guess is what you call it, on the success on Monster Hunter Wilds, and also just other things like Monster Hunter Bridge, and I think Monster Hunter Now as well. I don't quite remember, but there's a bigger thing to talk about. There's a really important thing to talk about in this video, and we're about to get into it. Free Title Update 1 is apparently supposed to be coming in early April. I thought it was going to come in late April the last time I remembered, but it's coming early April, apparently. And we actually got some news on it thanks to a social media post by the Monster Hunter team on the Monster Hunter Wilds social media post. I follow them on Instagram, that's where I got to see it, and I wanted to make a video on it because it's very interesting on what they talk about and what's actually going to be coming in the first free title update for Monster Hunter Wilds. And I think I might know when we could see a trailer. Probably because they pretty much tell us when we're going to see the trailer. But I also think I might be able to tell when the actual free title update will release. Like, when can we expect it, what date. I think I can figure it out. And I think it's going to be a lot earlier than in April than what a lot of people think. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into the video, and we're going to real quick get into, well, the pretty interesting news about Free Title Update 1. So this is the social media post from the Monster Hunter website itself. As you can see, it does say Monster Hunter Games, and it's pretty big. They have a lot of different details here. They even talk about the second Free Title Update, but they only say it's coming in the summer, so probably expect that one in July is where I would put my money on, maybe early July. Give us a little of a 2-3-ish month gap of playing the Free Title Update 1 and all the content coming in there. But this is a pretty interesting update. We have first Free Title Update is coming early April 2025. Mizutsune, what did I just say? Mizutsune joins the roster along with an addition that will prove even more challenging than tempered monsters. That is really cool. That is really cool. So pretty much what they're talking about is that everybody was complaining about, angry monsters, they're not strong enough, they don't last long enough. You guys are getting what you want. You're getting your arch-tempered monsters. Arch-tempered monsters are most likely coming in the first free title update, and that's pretty cool. I got spoiled that tempered monsters were in the game. I didn't even know they were in the game, because the recent event quest involved a tempered Chopjackabra, and I was playing a little bit off screen trying to get the event quest stuff. Unfortunately, I was not able to get my Kunafa cheese from defeating the little chicken T-Rex, the Kamehameha, but I was able to get the funny hat for defeating Gankuku. But yeah, that's when I saw that tempered monsters are in the game. And even if people are complaining about tempered monsters not being hard enough, you know, now you guys are going to get what you want, because this is definitely going to be like arch-tempered monsters that are going to come to the game. And I know a lot of people really wanted that one, so I'm very happy for a lot of you. I can't wait for people to be complaining that they keep on dying to Uthduna's giant belly flop, arch-tempered Raidow's railgun shooting them like across the map, Arkvel just whipping them with their whips. Like, I can't wait to see everybody's reaction. Everybody's just straight up like, oh yeah, we get arch-tempered monsters, and just being like, oh no, we made a mistake. I can't wait for it. I personally think they should have just updated the temper monsters right now and then waited to do the arch tempers monsters later. Like, give them a little bit more health, let them do a little bit more damage, and then add arch temper monsters later in the free title updates. But free title update 1 wasn't where I was gonna put my money on for, well, when they would show up in the free title updates. A new place for hunters to gather and even more fun socializing. So I didn't know this. I didn't even notice it, to be honest, but I didn't know this. Yeah, there's no gathering hub. There's straight up no gathering hub in the game. And this is pretty big because, well, we don't really have a place for everyone to hang out. It's just all the bases. I didn't even notice it at first. I didn't even really care. But apparently this is something that a lot of people are very excited about. Like, if I go through the comments on this post, everybody's excited about this. They're not even talking about the monsters. They want the Gathering Hub. So that's pretty cool. Now I'm kind of just wondering what the Gathering Hub would look like. I think it's gonna be like an airship. Like, you go up into an airship that connects to like all the lands and stuff. I think that's what it's gonna be. I think like that's what it should be. So it can feel like it's still interconnected with every area on the map, but also kind of its own separate part of the map where you can like hang out with everybody, and just meet all your friends in game. Have that entire place a giant one too. By the matter of fact, I think that's what we should get. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is, but I also wouldn't be surprised that it's just like another random area that you can just have to use the map to travel to or something like that. It could be entirely that as well. More features, fixes, and adjustments. So this is probably related to maybe like combat skills, maybe once again monster difficulty. This could be another big thing. New features, I think, is going to be layered weapons. Specifically, I think layered weapons will be coming into the game at this point, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see that in the trailer. Like I said, adjustments is probably just going to be like weapon damage, fixing that stuff, maybe once again giving monsters more health, letting them last longer, maybe letting them do just a little bit more damage. But yeah, that's generally just the stuff. They say more details coming late March. We are incredibly grateful for everyone's feedback post-launch. We'll be working on even more fixes and adjustments planned to come before the second free title update. They did say that they were going to try to make sure that Capcom's listening to the fans. It's really good to hear that. More details to come late March. So this is where I want to state where I think we'll see the trailer, but also I think it's pretty much determined that this is going to be like a Monster Hunter Wilds showcase that they're going to announce this in for free title update 1. I'm probably going to put my money on either between the 25th to the 30th of March is where this big showcase for Monster Hunter Wilds first free title update is going to come, with Mizutsune gameplay and that second monster, which we will talk about soon. And the reason why this is because it says early April, and if they're saying late March, this update is most likely coming like either like the first 3 days of April, so like April 1st, 2nd, or 3rd is when this is coming in. It could be very close to that. And I'm just saying, I could see that happening. Making it very early April. You have, I mean, this works for me, right? This works for me because this is like free title update 1, and then Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, like pretty much around the same time, is what I'm trying to say. And yes, I'm pretty much also saying that we could maybe see Monster Hunter Wilds be in the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct and get like a port to the Nintendo Switch 2. This is early in the morning, do not judge my grammar right now. Either way though, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. The final thing I think I want to talk about is, now that we know that most definitely Archsuper Monsters Gathering Hub are coming in and some fixes and stuff, I want to talk about the monsters that are going to be coming into the game. The monsters coming into the game, we already know about Mizutsune and that summer free title update with an additional monster. It does say monster, so there's nothing really there. But then there's additional updates. So I don't quite know if this could mean that there's a second monster. I know a lot of people are thinking there's a second monster in this update. A lot of people don't think it's just going to be Mizutsune in it. I could definitely see that happening for the game, but I don't see any more than 2, considering that they're adding Arch-Temper monsters in this update. So what are the monsters there? A lot of people have a lot of theories. A lot of people's theory is like young Garuga, but I don't think we're going to get young Garuga in this game. I think young Cuckoo is going to be the specific little chicken bird flying wyvern. I don't think we'll get the young Garuga. It would be a little weird to see. I don't know how they'll work that in the game, but yeah. But there's a lot of other ideas that a lot of people have. I heard obviously the laggy fans are talking about maybe Legicris. I don't think they'll add 2 Leviathans in the same update for the first one, at least for the first one. Maybe they might do it later on. But I feel like these are going to be 2 different skeletons. I would personally really like a pretty hard Windward Plains monster, maybe like Seregios. I know a lot of people are saying Diablos, but I don't think Diablos is going to be in the game, considering it wasn't in on launch. I don't think it's going to be a free title update monster specifically. but I do think Seregios has a pretty good chance of getting in here in these early free title updates. Maybe not after free title update 2, so I feel like this is really the only one that has a chance to get it in, get in the case, get in the game, you know? Have that really hard win with Plains Monster, because usually it's just all the early monsters like Chatacabra, Quemecatrice, Balahara, Dashiguma, and then just Raid Owl later on, a little bit later on even. Like, it's not even that big of difficulty of monsters within the game. You don't really have that high rank Windward Plains monster that you get to unlock. I think Seregios would be a perfect fit for that one. Obviously, I haven't made it all the way to the game. I haven't fought technically all the monsters yet. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure that you can fight Filled. I haven't fought Gormagala yet. I'm about to fight Rathalos and Gravios in a stream. Go follow me on twitch.tv/GamingHunter06 if you guys want to go see that. But there is a good chance on 2 monsters that I think a lot of people are really excited about. And these are pretty much the 2 monsters that everybody are saying has the most likely chance to join Mizutsune in this update. One of them I'm really hoping it is, the other one I'm a bit about, but they both make very good sense and why people are saying these ones. The first one that I hear a lot is Devil Joe, Mr. Pickle. The Mr. Pickle that ruins everybody's day when they're hunting, and somehow is everybody's favorite monsters, like up there. Yeah, so Pickle Joe is apparently a big one for a lot of people, and the main theories of this one is that we don't have a lot of Brute Wyverns in the game. I think we only have like 2 currently right now in the game. And we don't have a lot of monsters that do dragon weapons, like Arcvode and then Eminiota like the Guardian Eminiota, and then that's it. There's no other one that does really dragon damage, and I think a lot of people just want that. I think a lot of people also just want a monster that's difficult, so when they think difficult, they think Devil Joe. They think Mr. Pickle himself. So I could definitely see that happening. Devil Joe was in the first free title update for Monster in the World, so I don't quite know if it will get this one, but I'm not ruling it out entirely. I'm not ruling it out entirely. I think I would really enjoy this. I hear a lot of people joking around that, oh, I can't wait for a surprise, and then it's Bazogeese again, and that's the first monster you hunt. I wouldn't be surprised by that either, but I feel like it would be cool if they kind of switched it up, make us be like, oh, it's a surprise, and it's like, oh, it's Bazogeese, and we go and it's Devil Joe, and we're like, oh shit, wait, what the hell is going on? Well, you know, but that's, I would really enjoy that. We don't, once again, we don't have a lot of dragon weapons. I think a lot of people that would like that. We don't have a lot of blast weapons though either, so there's also that case to be, and I think there's only like 1 blast weapon. I think that's the Ajarikon set, if I remember correctly. But who knows, really? Who knows? And then the other monster is the one that I'm, you know, this one makes the most sense from people the more I think about it. But I kind of just wanted to take a break from a game recently, that being Zinogre, and oh, why am I saying that the #1 monster voted by the fans should take a break? Personally, I think Zinogre is just overrated. Like, his design is really cool, but his fight is kind of meh, right? I don't think Zinogre is always on everybody's top list. I'm not saying he's like a bad monster, right? He's a well-designed, good fight, he's a good flagship monster from when he was announced in Portable 3rd. But you know, I kind of just wanted to take a break. I don't think he should be in the first free title update, you know? I feel like maybe massive expansion, like in Iceborne when he came back for that game, I feel like that would be really cool for him to get there, but I feel like he should just take a break for a game. But the main thing I'm saying is, and the main theory that everybody is that a lot of the times Mizutsune and Zinogre are paired together. Like how in Rise, I think they were shown together to be in the games. Zinogre and Mizutsune, they had a turf war and everything. Back in Generations Ultimate, they were shown in like a cutscene, if I remember correctly. Like a cinematic where it was just Mizutsune and Zinogre fighting. They're always seen together and have like a bit of a rivalry against each other. So they're kind of paired, right? And it would make a lot of sense, now that I hear it more often, if Zinogre is joining Mizutsune. They get paired a lot. It's a difficult monster if they upgrade the fight. It's a very beloved monster that, you know, apparently a lot of people love over other monsters in the game. I personally think that it actually just makes sense, to be honest. It makes more sense than anything else, really. I would really prefer Devil Joe, Seregios, heck, even Laggy if they do 2 Leviathans. But Zinogre makes a lot of sense. It pairs with Mizutsune, it's Mizutsune's water, Zinogre's electric. The only thing that I have against this really idea is that they're two Scarlet Forest monsters, because you would think you would fight Zinogre in the Scarlet Forest. But there is that to make a case of. So it would be weird to see two monsters that you find in the Scarlet Forest have to face off against. A lot of people are also saying that we could see Guardian monsters. I'm actually on the side of that. I think we could definitely see some Guardian monsters get included in this free title updates going throughout the year. I think that would be really, really cool to see. I think there's only like 5. I think there's only 5 in the game right now. So I think by all means, in the case of Guardian monsters, I feel like we could definitely see it. Who knows? Maybe we could see Guardian Stygian Zinogre, because we saw a subspecies of Ebony Odogaron. Why can't we see Guardian Stygian Zinogre get another dragon weapon in the game? Get that and kind of surprise people with it, you know? I think we could definitely see Guardian monsters. I should do a video talking about monsters that I think that deserve Guardian forms and to come back in the game, considering that now we know that subspecies is technically not even off the list. They're technically included with it thanks to Ebony Odogaron. But are we getting more than 2 monsters in this update? I would say no. It's a mainline series game. It's not like the little arcade games like Rise that got like 5 or 6 in its first free title update. Especially since Rise came out around the no time that YouTube doesn't like people talking about. But a lot of that stuff was just added in because they couldn't put it all into the game right away at launch. And that's the reason why that all those monsters came in like that. But I would actually be okay with just seeing 2 monsters being added in. And Mizutsune obviously is the one announced. That's the big one of the update. Zinogre makes the most sense, but I would preferably love monsters like Devojo or Seregios to get in there into the first free title update to sort of surprise people. Get like really difficult monsters that you gotta like think for when you're hunting to just try to get you to work for it, get you to work for the hunt, the capture, whatever you want to do, get you to work for those armor and weapons. And with Arch-Tempered monsters coming in as well, that's a big yes, like Woodwoods would say. And you know, the Gathering Hub too. I would never expected that we would actually be getting a Gathering Hub in the first free title update, but we're getting a Gathering Hub, so that's really cool. It's a lot of content coming into the first free title update. A lot of it. You get a whole place to hang out. Most likely 2, maybe 3 more monsters getting added in, and obviously Arch-Tempered monsters are also getting added into the update, which is really, really cool. Remember, if you guys want to maybe like keep an eye out on the date, I say the 25th to the 30th is when we'll most likely see a showcase for the Monster Hunter Wilds first free title update, so make sure you pay attention on that. And this is most likely coming out on like either 1st, 2nd, or 3rd of April is when this update's coming out. So make sure you pay attention for those times. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys are having a very good day. Make sure to like and subscribe, and go follow me on twitch.tv/gaminghunter06 so you can see me play Monster Hunter Wilds whenever I stream. I don't stream on weekends, so obviously don't expect it on weekends. But I'll definitely be streaming Free Title Update 1 when it releases, most likely on those first 3 days of April. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a very, very good day, and goodbye.